making up any big deal.
It was 1963 when I was murdered. Mirina, my sister Allie, and my father and mom had to move since my dad lost his job at the factory. We bought a small house in the village, which was in the countryside near my dad's new job. But the street we had moved into was filled with rumors about people getting murdered mysteriously. The killer remained unknown. Of course, I never believed those rumors and made sure my little sister never heard of them. But as the nights went by, something weird had happened to my neighbor who had lived in front of my house. Every night, exactly at midnight, she had left her house and wandered into the woods with an axe in her hands. I didn't think much of it, but it was just kind of weird seeing her acting like this. After that night, I walked to my nearest newspaper stop and overheard some elderly women talking about some young boy named Felix going missing. They said he had been last seen walking into the same woods that my weird neighbor keeps going every midnight. But I didn't dare to say a word. I just listened. Previously on 1963. It was 1963 when I was murdered. We bought a small house in the village, but the street we had moved into was filled with rumors about people getting murdered mysteriously exactly at midnight. She had left her house and wandered into the woods with an axe in her hands. I overheard some elderly women talking about some young boy named Felix going missing. They said he had been last seen walking into the same woods that my weird neighbor keeps going every midnight. I hope today goes better, and I really hope that poor boy gets found. But anyway, my mom is baking cupcakes for me to take them to our weird neighbor. I know I probably shouldn't say it like that, but she is weird. I took the cupcakes and made my way over to her house. I knocked maybe 3 times, and no one had opened the door. That's weird. Did she not make it home? Is she also missing? I quickly shook off my thoughts and ran back home. As I got back into my room, I heard my mom talking to someone in the living room. I couldn't see who it was, but the talk sounded serious. My mom got up and yelled at the man as she left and drove off without saying a word to me. I got curious, so I took my skateboard and went after her. But minutes after, I saw the police storming over to my street. I turned back and ran back home. The police had stopped at my neighbor's house. Before I could reach them, they drove off to the woods. With a head full of thoughts, I walked back home, just wondering of what had happened to my weird neighbor.